Hello everyone, my name is Dave Partner Ozalo and welcome to your 18th Node.js tutorial. We are gradually grinding to the end and let's see how you can have a form on a file. For instance, the contact us page. You have that form. Let's see how you can send the form, the file, the contents of the form to your server and print it out. Okay, so we have to create another page. Yeah, we can do it in our index page. For instance, let's just assume that in our index page there is a form right there. Somewhere here I can say, hey, h1 contact us now. Then right under it we can say that there is a form, HTML form. If you have done your HTML tutorials, I have it on my channel. There is a form where the method of sending the form contents, it could be get or post. Either of them will work. So let's just start with get first, and then the action. Where do we send the form contents to? It's localhost. That's on this machine that is running, and on this port, and send it to this particular address. Let's just say from about us or contact us. Yeah, contact us, something like this. All right, so right inside here we have a label. The label will be first name or full name, and then we will have the input. Okay, the full name will have, the form will have something called name. What's the name of this form? Full name. Then it will have a type. What's the type? Text, of course. And what else? Nothing. And then we'll duplicate this, and we have message. All right, now we have this. We'll duplicate it one more time, where we have input, type, submit. Then we have value, submit now. Okay, so we have this strange weird looking form, and we have this form, and this form, when someone clicks on this submit button, this is what they will see when they click on this submit button. This form contents, it should be message. So this form contents will be sent to this address using the get method. Let me just quickly tell you the difference in a layman's language. The difference between get and post is that this form contents will be attached to this URL and sent to this URL. So you have stuff like full name, Dave, and message, stuff like this. Okay, so when I click it, the parser will just convert this into a URL like this and visit the URL. That is for get request. In post, it doesn't touch the URL, it just sends it or posts it directly. So we use get first, then we use post. Then in our server, we are waiting for this URL, so we just listen for when there is a request to this URL. Let's just duplicate this. Okay, when there is a request, about page, contact us, to this URL, when someone visits this, what we should do is to get the message and say full name is what we got here. So it's request dot query request dot query request dot body dot full name. So we're saying, hey, go to the body of the request and get us the full name. Alright, so the next one is a message. Go to the body of the message and get us the message. Okay, so we will do the same thing we did before, which is print it here, serve it back. Okay, so we will get back to our server, Control C, up arrow, enter, and we are serving it one more time. So we visit this URL and hit enter. Oops, full name undefined. Oops. Okay, we had that error for one or two reasons. The first one is right in our code here. We are using a GET request, which means what we are looking for is a request query, not the body. We use body when we are looking for to retrieve in a post request. So what we have here is made authors, not message. I hope you understood what I did. I duplicated this, then tried to convert it to this. That's why we run into such errors. So once we have fixed this, what we'll do is we visit our index page. That's where we have the form. We'll visit this guy here. That's where we have the form inside our index.html. Then when we submit, the form will bring the contents to this place and this code will run. So what we'll do is get back to our server, then Control C, and we'll type node. We have up arrow, enter. Our server is running one more time. We will go to index, enter. So it opens the index, it's loading as you can see, and this is the code that will run right now. We've visited index and this code is about to run. So once this code runs, we'll see the form, then key in our details. So it's running right now and this is our form. Remember, this is the form we have right here, and this is the submit now button. This is the button here. So when we click submit, the contents of this form will be sent through a GET request to this particular URL, and this is the URL we're talking about. Okay, so we will fill the content. My full name is Dave Partner, and the next thing we want to say is hi everyone, this is a message. So remember the meaning of the code we wrote here. We say, hey, once you receive a GET request on this URL, once you get a GET request on this URL, convert the two, get whatever is in the full name, whatever we have in the full name, which is here, the name, inside the name attribute. We'll take whatever value that is here, and whatever value that is in the message that we have here, and convert them into a JSON, in a JSON-like format, which is JavaScript object, then save them inside this variable, then convert them back into a string and print out. Okay, so that's exactly what will happen. So we'll fill this form, we click submit, and it takes us to contact us page. Remember what I told you about the GET request. See, everything is on the URL here. So it prints it out just like we have instructed. So one more thing we can see before we end this particular video is to see what will happen in a post scenario. Assuming we had a post, assuming this was post instead of get, I have duplicated the code we have before. I duplicated it, but then we will change this to post, and this will not be query again, it will not be body. The exact same thing will happen. Okay, so that's the difference between get and post. you have post here, then what you're expecting to retrieve is in the body. One of the advantages of post is that the user doesn't get to see anything in the URL. Okay, and what we can do is to Ctrl C, hit enter, and we get right back to our index, and it's loading. Once it opens, we will retype, and you'll see it will give us the exact same results. Alright, that having been settled, let us see if we have any other thing to cover just before we end the Express.js tutorial. Quickly just to test. So once we have this, we can send. Oops, error. Obviously the error we have is that we have this guy twice. Alright, so the server is working on the first one, which was obviously a mistake. We can just say post, alright, just to make it different, and which means we come to our code and we say post. Alright, so it sends to this, and we run our server again, and we visit our index again, and we say div again, then we send. Alright, sorry for that, it skipped my mind. Too much copying and pasting or duplicating our code has got us into trouble. Alright, let's just fix this once and for all. What happened is the first time we've changed the URL to this, but then this is a post request. For post request, we have to use one of the other guides that we installed before, which is called a body parser. We can just say var body parser and say, hey, you require a module that we call body parser. Alright, we need this to be able to run post requests. Okay, so the next thing we will check is we can call these all in code body parser. So we will have just create a new variable for the all encoder URL encoded, and we will just say extended is false. So we have extended, we'll set it to false. Okay, so we required or imported the body parser module that we installed initially in 2 or 3 videos before. Then we created a variable and called this class URL encoded. Then we set the extended to false, which means, right, we just copy this variable, copy, which means right here where we're expecting a post request, we just put the variable here, then put comma, and that pretty much settles our problem. So we'll try one more time, and hopefully this time we won't have any problems. So we'll run our server one more time, and after running the server, you visit index, then you type in your name, and then you type in a message, and then hit submit, and this time we got it right. Okay, so taking a look back once more at the code, you see what we did. When we had the get request, we didn't have to import any further stuff to handle the get. But when we have a post request, we have to make sure we have our body parser module up and running, and then we have our URL encode class in it. Okay, and then we have it right here before the callback function. And that's it. In the next tutorial, we'll see how we can upload an image, and we'll see the cookies, and that's it for express.js. So the next tutorial is the final tutorial for this framework. I hope you now understand how things are being routed in our Express.js framework. So thank you very much. See you.